What the? Hold on, wait, no, wait, hold on, wait, no, chill, wait, sit down.
And why the f we got on the same outfit?
Now that's poison.
No, I'm not good.
Chrisean Rock is in the hot seat AGAI unanned. This time, it's uglier than ever. Social media is on fire after her explosive appearance on Pacboy Max's livestream, where fans claim she shamelessly used her own baby, Chrisean Jr., as a prop to deflect criticism and stir up attention. The clip is already viral, millions of views, endless comments, and hashtags like #ProtectChrisEangr and #CloutParenting dominating Twitter and TikTok. The stream started out chaotic. As always, Pacboy Max, pressing, instigating, stirring drama the way only he knows how. But when Chrisean pulled out little Chrisean Jr. mid-confrontation, fans instantly turned. Instead of sympathy, she got outrage. People flooded the chat calling it disgusting, clout chasing at its worst, and exploiting her baby for views. And that's not even the half of it, because right after the stream ended, Jaidyn Alexis wasted zero time. She jumped online and went off in a way we've never seen before. Her rant was pure fire, calling Chrisean out as unfit, dragging her parenting and accusing her of using her child as a shield every time she's under pressure. Screenshots of Jaidyn's posts are everywhere, and fans are saying this might be the final straw in the already toxic triangle between Jaidyn, Chrisean, and Blueface. The internet is split right down the middle. Some fans are defending Chrisean, claiming she's just trying to balance motherhood and fame in a world stacked against her. Others say enough is enough, that baby Chrisean Jr. deserves better than being caught in the middle of streams, feuds, and chaos. And the scariest part? Insiders are already hinting that what we saw on Pacboy Max's livestream was just the tip of the iceberg, that there are behind-the-scenes clips that paint an even darker picture of how little Chrisean Jr. is being dragged into the spotlight. This isn't just messy, it's explosive. And the backlash is growing louder by the second. To understand the firestorm Chrisean Rock is facing right now, you have to look at the history, the years of drama, chaos, and explosive feuds that brought her here. Because this isn't just about one live stream. This is about a pattern of volatility, a tangled triangle with Blueface, and the never-ending war with Jaidyn Alexis that has turned every private issue into a public spectacle. Chrisean Rock has always been a magnet for controversy. From the moment she stepped into the spotlight, she'd built her name on unpredictability, fights, tears, wild live streams, and a constant roller coaster relationship with Blueface. For fans, it was addictive. Every meltdown, every reconciliation, every tearful post-it became entertainment. But behind the scenes, it was a storm that seemed to grow darker with every passing year. At the center of that storm, Blueface, their relationship was never commit, was chaos incarnate. One day, they were inseparable, gushing about each other online. The next, they were tearing each other apart, live streaming, screaming matches, exposing private DMs, and dragging personal battles into the public square. And through it all, Jaidyn Alexis, the mother of Blueface's other children, was in the wings, watching, waiting, and often jumping into the fire herself. The three of them, Chrisean, Blueface, Jaidyn, became a toxic triangle that fans couldn't look away from. Every fight, every insult, every Instagram rant went viral. Their personal lives weren't just drama, they were content. But when Chrisean became a mother, many fans hoped things would change, that she'd step back, protect her son, and shield him from the chaos that had defined her career. But that didn't happen. Instead, baby Chrisean Jr. quickly became part of the narrative. From the moment he was born, he was thrust into the spotlight, photo shoots, live stream cameos, even being caught in the middle of fights between Chrisean and Blueface. Fans begged her to keep him out of the drama, but Chrisean didn't listen. To her, motherhood and fame became one blurred line. And Jaidyn noticed for years. Jaidyn Alexis has been Chrisean's fiercest critic. She's called her unstable, reckless, and unfit. She's accused her of clout chasing with her child and putting Blueface's kids in awkward, unsafe situations. And while fans often dismiss Jaidyn as jealous or petty, this time the tide is turning. Because what happened on Pakwaymax's stream is exactly what Jaidyn has been warning about for years. Let's talk about Pakwaymax for a second. His streams are infamous, raw, messy, designed to spark conflict. He thrives on chaos, instigating guests until they explode for the camera. Everyone knows what his streams are about, and yet Chrisean showed up anyway. And when the pressure got too hot, when the questions cut too deep, she pulled out her baby, placing Chrisean Jr. right into the middle of the circus. The backlash was instant. The chat blew up with comments like, "Not the baby, Chrisean, come on, and this isn't protection, this is performance." Fans were horrified. And Jaidyn, she saw it as validation. Proof that everything she's been screaming into the void about Chrisean's parenting was finally on display for the world to see. The truth is, Chrisean's motherhood has been under a microscope since day one. Every misstep, every photo, every live stream has been dissected, judged, and ridiculed. But this time feels different. This wasn't a mistake caught by paparazzi. This wasn't a rumor spread by blogs. This was Chrisean on camera, live, making the decision to bring her child into the spotlight of chaos. And the internet isn't forgiving it. Because here's the thing, fans can excuse drama. They can excuse fights, chaos, and even scandals. But when a child is involved, the rules change. The audience isn't entertained anymore. They're angry, protective, outraged. And now the stage is set for a war like never before. Jaidyn is on the attack. Blueface is caught in the middle, facing pressure from both sides. And Chrisean, she's doubling down, refusing to admit she crossed a line. Which brings us to this moment. The stream, the backlash, and Jaidyn's explosive response that has reignited the ugliest feud in the industry, because this isn't just another fight. This is the fight that could define Chrisean Rock's future, not just as an artist, not just as an influencer, but as a mother. The night of the Pakwaymax stream was already messy before Chrisean Rock even appeared. Max had his chat revved up, throwing jabs, hyping up drama, and setting the stage for chaos. His streams are never clean. They thrive on tension, on putting people in situations where every reaction becomes viral content. And when Chrisean Rock walked in with Chrisean Jr. on her hip, fans instantly felt the tension skyrocket. At first, things looked calm. Chrisean laughed off Max's questions, dodged shade about Blueface, and tried to play it cool. But if you know Chrisean, you know the calm never lasts long. The chat kept spamming, "Where's Blue? How's Jaidyn? Are you using the baby to distract?" Every comment was a landmine, and eventually, one of them went off. Max leaned in, smirking, and asked the question that detonated the entire stream. "Chrisean, why you always got the baby with you when it's time for drama? Don't you think that's a little strategic?" The reaction was instant. Chrisean's face hardened, her smile evaporated, and she pulled Chrisean Jr. closer, almost like a shield. She snapped back, "This is my son. Don't play with me. Y'all just met, I bring him everywhere with me. This my life, this my baby." But the chat wasn't buying it. Comments flooded in. "This ain't about the baby. This about you? Stop using him as a prop. He don't belong on Max's stream." And then it got worse, as Max pressed harder. Chrisean stood up, bouncing Chrisean Jr. on her hip while yelling into the camera. She waved her free hand, shouting about being a mother, being real, being unapologetic. But to fans, it looked like a circus act. The baby started crying, the noise got louder. And instead of stepping away, Chrisean kept going, defending, screaming over the chat while her son sobbed into her shoulder. Clips of that moment went viral instantly. One clip, titled "Chrisean Rock Makes Her Baby Cry on Live Stream," hit 1 million views within an hour. The comments were brutal. "This is disgusting. She's exploiting that poor child. We just watched clout parenting live." And then came the twist. Jaidyn Alexis wasted no time. Jaidyn Alexis wasted no time. Within minutes of the stream ending, Jaidyn went live on Instagram, her voice shaking with rage. She didn't hold back not one word. See, this what I've been saying. This what I've been telling y'all. She don't care about that baby, she care about clout. She'll care about views. She using him like a damn accessory. Her rant went on for nearly 20 minutes, filled with raw emotion, tears, and fury. She accused Chrisean of being reckless, of dragging her child into toxic situations, and of treating motherhood like a brand instead of a responsibility. Fans clipped it, shared it. And suddenly, Jaidyn wasn't just trending, she was winning the narrative. The internet exploded into factions. Team Jaidyn called her the voice of reason, praising her for finally speaking the truth. Team Chrisean accused Jaidyn of jealousy, saying she was just using the moment to score points against her rival. But the one thing both sides agreed on: the baby didn't deserve to be caught in the middle. But here's where the first shocking twist hit. While Jaidyn was still live, an anonymous account dropped alleged screenshots of private messages between Blueface and Jaidyn from earlier that week. In them, Blueface seemed to side with Jaidyn, writing, "I told her not to bring him on streams. She don't listen. She'll think it's cute, but it's not." The screenshots went viral instantly. Fans gasped not, just because it exposed cracks between Blueface and Chrisean, but because it made Jaidyn's rant look like it had receipts behind it. Now the narrative had shifted. It wasn't just Jaidyn versus Chrisean. It was Jaidyn, backed by Blueface's private words, versus Chrisean and her public meltdown. Fans flooded Twitter with posts like, "If Blueface himself told her to stop, then what excuse does she have?" And Jaidyn got the receipts. This might end Chrisean. And then another layer dropped. A clip surfaced of Boy Max off fair but still recording, talking to his crew. In the clip, he says, "She only brought the baby because she thought it would make her untouchable. People don't go at moms with babies." But she played herself. That leak poured gasoline on the fire. Fans weren't just angry at Chrisean, they were convinced she had planned it. That she consciously brought Chrisean Jr. into the chaos as a human shield. The phrase "baby props" spread like wildfire across TikTok and Twitter. With compilations mocking her decision, by the next morning, blogs were blasting headlines like, "Chrisean Rock faces accusations of exploiting baby on livestream. Jaidyn Alexis drags Chrisean." This is what I've been saying. Blueface screenshots leaked it. He warned Chrisean. The feud had gone from a live stream moment to a full-scale war, and the baby, tragically, was at the center of it all. But the real danger was still ahead. Because if the first twist was Jaidyn's explosive rant, backed by leaked messages, the second twist, waiting in the wings, would drag this feud into an even darker place, one that could ruin reputations, tear families apart, and leave fans asking if this triangle of chaos had finally crossed the line. The morning after the Boy Max livestream, the internet was already ablaze. Clips of Chrisean yelling with baby Chrisean Jr. in her arms were everywhere. Jaidyn's fiery rant was dominating Instagram. Blueface's alleged DMs were spreading like wildfire. But just when fans thought the storm had peaked, the situation escalated into something darker. Something that shook even the most loyal of Chrisean's defenders. Because overnight, more leaks surfaced. The first leak came from a burner Twitter account that dropped alleged behind-the-scenes footage from the Boy Max stream. The clip, grainy and shaky, showed Chrisean backstage minutes before going live. She could be heard telling someone off camera, "Watch this. When it gets messy, I'll just bring the baby out. Nobody gonna press me if I'm holding him." That clip spread like wildfire. Fans were horrified. Too many. It was proof that the baby wasn't just caught in the chaos, he was part of the strategy. The phrase "baby prop" exploded across social media, trending at #1 on Twitter within hours. TikToks dissected the clip frame by frame, pointing out her smirk, her tone, the casual way she seemed to plan the move. The backlash was swift. Fans who once defended Chrisean began turning. "This ain't motherhood. This is manipulation." One tweet read, racking up 200K likes. Another viral post said, "You don't play chess with your baby as a piece. This is beyond clout, it's dangerous." And then came the second leak, the one that flipped the feud upside down. Screenshots emerged of alleged texts between Blueface and Jaidyn, this time after the stream. In them, Blueface appeared furious. "I told her stop doing this. She making me look bad? Now everybody's saying we using the kid for fame. I can't protect her no more," fans gasped. Blueface had built his image on chaos, on toxic drama with Chrisean. But now it looked like even he was distancing himself from her. Blogs ran wild with headlines like "Blueface throws Chrisean under the bus," and even "he's had enough." Jaidyn pounced on the opportunity. She went live again, this time doubling down with even more venom. "See? Even he knows. Y'all still think I'm hating? No, I'm protecting. That baby deserves better. And Blue knows it too." She ended the live with a chilling statement. "If y'all think that was bad, wait till you see what's coming." That line sent the internet into overdrive. What did Jaidyn mean? Did she have more receipts? More proof? Fans speculated endlessly, some even suggesting she had videos of Chrisean neglecting or mistreating Chrisean Jr. off camera. Whether true or not, the suspense kept the feud at the top of every trending list. Meanwhile, celebrities started chiming in. A famous R&B singer tweeted, "Kids ain't pawns. This ain't it." Another reality TV star wrote, "We've all done messy stuff for clout, but leave the babies out of it." These posts added fuel to the backlash, giving it legitimacy beyond just fans. Even Pocketboy Max himself broke silence, saying on stream, "Man, I ain't tell her to bring the baby. That was all her. Don't blame me." But the most shocking reaction came from a leaked voicemail allegedly sent from Blueface's mom to a friend. In it, she could be heard screaming, "I told him. I told him she was no good for that baby. And now look, it's all over the internet. That poor child don't deserve this mess." Fans immediately connected the dots. Even family members were turning against Chrisean. And just when it seemed the backlash couldn't get worse, a new twist surfaced. An anonymous source claimed that Child Protective Services had been alerted after the live stream. Multiple blogs began reporting that an investigation may be underway. Screenshots of alleged emails from CPS hotlines circulated, though their authenticity was debated. Still, the rumor alone was enough to send fans into panic. The thought that Chrisean Jr. might be removed from Chrisean's care became the ultimate escalation. Supporters rushed to defend her, saying the internet was going too far, that haters were weaponizing her mistakes to destroy her family. But critics argued this was exactly what Jaidyn had been warning about all along, that if Chrisean didn't change, the system would eventually intervene. And then like clockwork, Chrisean went live. Furious, crying, pacing around her house with her phone in hand, she addressed the backlash head-on. "Y'all think I'm using my baby? Y'all really think that? This is my son. I bring him everywhere because I love him. I ain't leaving him with nobody. Y'all don't know me. Y'all don't know my life." But the live backfired. Instead of sympathy, fans called it deflection. The comments were brutal. "This isn't about leaving him, about protecting him. Love ain't enough if you keep putting him in danger. Take accountability, sis." And that's when Jaidyn delivered the killing blow. She dropped a cryptic Instagram story, a blurred screenshot of what looked like a video thumbnail, with the caption, "You think last night was bad? Just wait, I'm done being quiet." Fans went into a frenzy. Was this proof of something even worse? Did Jaidyn have footage that could completely destroy Chrisean's reputation? Or was it just bait to keep the feud boiling? Either way, the suspense was unbearable. Blogs immediately ran with it. Jaidyn teases explosive evidence against Chrisean. Could she lose custody? This feud just reached dangerous territory. And so the story escalated beyond beef, beyond clout, beyond livestream drama. Now, it wasn't just about Chrisean versus Jaidyn. It was about the future of baby Chrisean Jr. and whether the internet, the courts, or the industry itself would decide what happens next. Because if Jaidyn's evidence is real, then this feud isn't just toxic entertainment anymore. It's a battle that could end with Chrisean losing the one thing she's fighting hardest to keep her son. The backlash didn't just simmer, exploded. By the next morning, Chrisean Rock's name was everywhere. Plastered across trending lists, gossip blogs, and YouTube breakdowns. The phrase baby prop wasn't just trending, it had become the label glued to her image. Twitter was merciless. One viral tweet read, "This ain't motherhood, this is marketing. That baby deserves peace, not content." It racked up nearly 400K likes in less than 24 hours. Another fan tweeted, "Every time she's in hot water, out comes the baby. This is weaponized motherhood." Screenshots of these tweets spread across Instagram, fueling an endless cycle of outrage. On TikTok, creators dissected every second of the Pakwiboymak stream. They slowed down the moment the baby cried, highlighted Chrisean's body language, and debated whether she was using Chrisean Jr. as a shield. One video, captioned "Protect Chrisean Jr.," hit 10 million views overnight. The comments were devastating. That child didn't ask to be part of this mess. She treats him like a prop, not a person. But the public wasn't united. The reactions split into factions, each more passionate than the last. Team Chrisean argued that she was simply being a hands-on mother, refusing to leave her son behind while hustling to secure her bag. They pointed out that single mothers are always judged more harshly, and accused Jaidyn of using the baby as ammo in their never-ending feud. "Y'all acting like she not supposed to bring her baby with her? She's damned if she do, damned if she don't." One defender wrote, "Team Jaidyn, on the other hand, saw this as vindication." Jaidyn's furious livestream rant had already lit a fire. But now fans were quoting her words like scripture. "She's been telling us the truth. We just didn't want to hear it." Clips of Jaidyn pacing, crying, and yelling that baby is not an accessory flooded social media, reframed not as petty beef, but as the voice of reason. Even celebrities got dragged into the storm. A well-known R&B singer tweeted, "Clout is a hell of a drug, but leave the babies out of it." A reality TV personality added, "This ain't entertainment, this is exploitation. CPS needs to step in before it's too late." Screenshots of these posts were shared on blogs with captions like, "Celebs turn on Chrisean." But some stars defended her. A rapper who's been publicly friendly with Chrisean posted, "Y'all love tearing her down. She's a mom trying her best. Y'all just hate her no matter what she'll do." That sparked its own wave of backlash, with fans accusing him of enabling toxic behavior. The industry itself wasn't quiet either. Gossip blogs churned out articles at lightning speed. Baby prop backlash: is Chrisean Rock finished? Jaidyn Alexis vindicated after stream disaster. Blueface deemed sleek even, he's fed up. Podcasts and YouTube channels dedicated entire episodes to the feud, turning it into content that only amplified the outrage. One commentator said bluntly, "This isn't just messy, it's dangerous. That baby is growing up in the middle of a war zone." Meanwhile, fans began tagging Child Protective Services in viral threads. Rumors of an investigation spread quickly, with screenshots of alleged CPS reports circulating online. Whether real or fake, speculation alone sent the drama into nuclear territory. Chrisean's live reaction, crying, angry, pacing with her phone, only made it worse. Instead of calming the backlash, it poured gasoline on it. Blogs clipped her words out of context. "This, my baby. I bring him everywhere because I love him." Headlines twisted it into, "Chrisean doubles down on bringing baby into chaos." And then came Jaidyn's final blow. Her cryptic Instagram story, teasing what looked like video evidence, sent fans spiraling. The caption, "You think last night was bad? Let's wait. I'm done being quiet," was interpreted as a direct threat to expose Chrisean further. The internet went into detective mode, guessing what the footage might show. Was it proof of neglect? another live stream meltdown. Something worse. Fans braced for impact. Some begged Jaidyn to drop it, expose her once and for all. Others warned her not to use the baby as leverage in their feud. Protect the child, not the drama. Either way, the suspense kept the story alive, trending. And toxic by the end of the week, what started as a live stream moment had spiraled into a cultural debate. Where do we draw the line between motherhood and clout chasing? Between content and exploitation? Between messy entertainment and child endangerment? And for Chrisean, the consequences were piling up. Sponsorships reportedly backed out. One brand scrubbed her from their campaign entirely. Blogs speculated she could even lose opportunities on TV if the baby prop narrative stuck. But the most chilling part, if Jaidyn really does have explosive footage and, if she releases it, this feud won't just be about messy beef anymore. It could become the scandal that defines Chrisean Rock's entire career. Because once the internet turns on you as a mother, it doesn't turn back. Just when fans thought they had seen it all. When the Pokeboymax stream had been clipped 1,000 times. When Jaidyn's fiery rant had already gone viral. When Blueface's leaked messages were being dissected line by line. The final twist hit like a hammer dot. Because Jaidyn wasn't bluffing. Late at night, after days of cryptic hints, Jaidyn Alexis finally dropped what she'd been teasing. A blurry, shaky video allegedly showing Chrisean Rock behind the scenes screaming, pacing and holding Chrisean Jr. while arguing with someone off camera. The baby can be heard crying as Chrisean yells, "He's fine. Stop acting like I can't bring him around. He my baby, not yours." The video spread instantly. Fans were horrified. It wasn't staged chaos for a live stream, it was raw, messy, and unfiltered. Whether the clip was old or new didn't matter. The damage was immediate. Hashtags like #SaveChris EANGUR and #UnfitMother exploded across social media. For critics, this was proof of everything they'd been saying. For defenders, it was a nightmare they couldn't spin. But here's where the cliffhanger gets darker. Along with the video, Jaidyn dropped another bombshell, a voice note allegedly from Blueface himself. In the muffled audio, his voice says, "I told her, man. She don't listen. She'll keep using the baby for attention. It's not safe. I can't cover for her no more." Fans froze. Blueface, the man who had enabled chaos for years, who thrived on toxic drama, was now allegedly turning against Chrisean. Blogs plastered headlines, even Blueface calls out Chrisean. Voice note leaks, is this the end for her? The internet was in shambles. Some said Jaidyn was finally exposing the truth. Others accused her of being manipulative, of exploiting Chrisean Jr. herself just to destroy Chrisean. But one fact couldn't be ignored. The feud had escalated beyond petty insults. Now both women were weaponizing proof, leaks, and receipts in a war where the baby himself was the center of the battlefield. And then came the scariest rumor of all. Multiple blogs began reporting that CPS had allegedly been contacted again after Jaidyn's video went viral. While unconfirmed, the speculation was enough to set social media on fire. Fans debated whether Chrisean could lose custody of her son. Some said it was deserved. Others argued it was cruel. But everyone agreed, if true, this was the most serious consequence yet. The most serious consequence yet. Meanwhile, Chrisean tried to clap back. She went live again, furious, tears streaming down her face as she screamed, "Y'all want my baby? Over my dead body. Ain't nobody taking him from me. Y'all believe Jaidyn over me? She lying. She jealous? She bitter." But the comments were merciless. Fans spammed the chat with "Protect the baby. Stop deflecting. This ain't about Jaidyn, it's about your son." The tide had turned. And for the first time, Chrisean's defiance looked less like strength and more like desperation. And that's where the cliffhanger leaves us. Because if Jaidyn really has more footage and if CPS really is, watching then the next chapter in this feud won't just be about clout, streams, or messy Instagram lives. It could be about custody, courtrooms, and the ultimate question, who will actually raise Chrisean Jr.? The war between Chrisean Rock and Jaidyn Alexis has always been toxic. But now it's become something far scarier fight where the stakes are higher than fame. Higher than reputation, higher than ego. The stakes are a child's future, and the internet is bracing for what comes next. So here we are. The Pakwa Boy Max stream has gone down in history as one of the ugliest, most controversial moments in the never-ending saga between Chrisean Rock, Jaidyn Alexis, and Blueface. A baby pulled into chaos. A live stream that turned into a battlefield. A rant from Jaidyn that lit the internet on fire. And now, leaked videos, leaked voice notes, and rumors of CPS circling like vultures. But the story isn't over. In fact, it feels like it's only just beginning. And that's where you come in. Because this isn't just drama to watch, it's a debate that demands your voice. Do you believe Chrisean crossed the line by bringing Chrisean Jr. into Pakwa Max's chaotic stream? Or do you think she's just a young mom trying to figure it out while the world picks her apart? Do you think Jaidyn is exposing the truth to protect the child? Or is she weaponizing the situation to destroy her rival once and for all? And let's not forget Blueface does that leaked voice note prove he's finally had enough of the chaos. Or is he just flipping sides when it's convenient? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Don't hold back, this story is too explosive for silence. Was this the moment Chrisean Rock's image as a mother collapsed? Or is the internet overreacting, turning a messy live stream into something much darker than it really was? And if you've been glued to every second of this saga, rant, every leak, every tearful live stream, then you already know the next twist is coming. Jaidyn promised more. The blogs are whispering about CPS and Chrisean. She's not backing down, so smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications because the next chapter in this feud won't just be about words. It could be about custody, careers, and consequences no one can come back from. This isn't the end. It's the cliffhanger. And trust me, you'll want to be here when the next bomb drops.